that is as relevant today as it was in 1916. And it's important that the people of Ireland get the value of that proclamation. We don't need a new proclamation. All we need is the implementation of the proclamation the men and women of 16 gave us. On Friday the 28th of April 1916 at 6 o'clock, a council of war was held at the General Post Office by Connolly, Pearse, Clark, McDermott and Plunkett. And the problem they were having was, after 5 days of war with the British Empire, the British had thrown a cordon around Dublin, and their main aim was to capture the headquarters of the Volunteer Citizen Army in Cumann. After fierce fighting in Mount Street, South Dublin Union, Church Street, Annesley Bridge, the British enclosed on the GPO. They brought the Helga gunship up the river, and they shelled and demolished Liberty Hall and half of O'Connell Street or Saxville Place. They also placed 2 80-pounder artillery pieces in Trinity College, and that was the place where most of the damage was done to the GPO. So the garrison in the GPO knew that they would have to move. It was made up of 300 men and women, and they were surrounded by snipers. The British had 3 barricades around this area. They had one in Muir Lane, they had one in Henry Street, and they had one where the boys are down there on Muir Lane. So the leaders decided to call on a group of volunteers to break out of this stranglehold and form a new headquarters in Williams and Woods factory, which was on Great Britain Street, which is now Parnell Street. The man they chose to lead the charge was the O'Rahilly. Michael Joseph O'Rahilly was born in Ballylongford, County Kerry. He was a very successful businessman, travelled the world widely, and lived in Philadelphia in America for a number of years. He married his sweetheart Nancy Brown, and he had 5 children. The O'Rahilly was one of the founders of the Irish Volunteers in 1913, and he was also one of the main arm procurers for the Volunteers, and was one of the main men who got the arms in at Howth in 1914. Now, the O'Rahilly didn't know the rising was going to take place until that day. And he met Owen McNeill and the countermanding order, which done a lot of damage. And on the Monday, he went into the GPO at 12 o'clock, and he was met by Connolly and Pearse. And the words he said to them, the famous quote, "I helped wind the clock, so I should be here when it strikes." And he was the man that went in and could strike. So the O'Rahilly was chosen to lead the charge.
Hang on for a second.
and he picked 12 brave men. And then the charge started.
Probably crack it down there.
No, there's about frog on before us.
The first to be shot dead was Volunteer Charles Corrigan.
There.
Get him out of the way. Hello. Yeah, what with him? He's in everyone's way. Get close now.
Look. Take them in over there. Damn it. Damn it.
Come on, get the play. We're going to be running there. They have to get in half out the way.
The second volunteer that was killed was Francis Mackin from Asfarnham.
No, we're here. No, we don't be behind them. Stay on, stay.
Cue ball. Keep together. Right. Liam! Liam! Liam!
Liam! Liam! Liam! Hit it.
One.
Get in out of the side.
Just stay out onto the off the pot, will you?
Move back. He's moved back. He's happy about that.
Yeah,
Head.
Head!
O'Mahony makes a move. The sixth man gets hit.
Oh, that's a shite now.